You from being on the podcast with Math. How you know Math Hoffa? How you before how y'all stopped talking? How y'all started being friends in the first place?
So I told this
business partners or whatever.
Yeah, well, I told this a few times. I met him through a wellness coach, and she connected us, and we spoke over the phone on a brief three-way. And he was like, I was going to the Made in America festival in Philly. I didn't know that he was going, but me and him talked, we exchanged numbers, and he said he'll holler at me another day. So I left it at that. Fast forward, Made in America Festival, I'm in the Duce section, and he pulls up with Heineken, SO, Bigger, his girl, everybody, into this Duce section I'm in. So I went to him like, yo, I'm champ, bro, boom, boom, boom. We started kicking it. We talked for like an hour, 2 hours. Everything was cool, and he was like, yo, come by the shop on Tuesday. Came by the shop on Tuesday, it was Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo there. And that's the first time I went in the shop. And it went from there.
Okay. So y'all just like, y'all kick the fuck up out of things like, yo, y'all vibe basically, say, yo, I can work with each other. Y'all can work with each other.
Yeah, he was like, yo, I like your energy, you got good energy. Plus I came through a credible source, his wellness coach. So, and that's the woman that changed his life. So he was like, yo, I came by, I sat in, but I didn't sit in the chairs. I sat on the sideline just observing maybe like 2 episodes. The Tony Uncle Murder one and the Crooked Eye and Joel Ortiz one. And then after that, I brought Al Bial on the show the first time. And that's the first time I sat in the chair.
So you helped bring artists there as well?
Oh yeah, a lot of artists. A lot of artists, actors, comedians. Yeah, I bought about 85% of the guests to that show when I was there. Yeah, 85%.
How you was able, to connect with those type of people?
Doing this. Outside.
Networking, being outside.
Right, showing my face in some of the same locations over and over again.
Right.
People get familiar with you, you know what I'm saying? And then they knew I was on Math Show, but I knew a lot of people before being on Math Show.
Right.
Because I had a magazine situation that I started in prison, and when I came home, all the artists I worked with inside, I met them face to face. So now I'm getting invited to Benny the Butcher listening party, the Conway shit. I'm over here at Coil Ray shit. And then I started going up to the labels with the magazine because they wanted to advertise artists.
Right.
So I'm connecting even more.
Right.
So that's how I got a lot of my network prior to even meeting them. So now when Matt would say, can you get this person, 9 times out of 10 I had a line to them. And them knowing that I'm on the show just put more of the sauce on it. You know what I mean?
Of course. So everybody know eventually y'all fell out or whatever. We all heard how y'all fell out or whatever. He may have not paid you what you think, what matter of fact, you said on a platform he wanted to bring sponsors or something like that.
Yeah, that was the last time I was there. When so like maybe a few days before that. So this was during the second Al Bial interview, the one that came out January last year.
Okay.
So
he was there twice.
Yeah, I brought him up there twice. Okay. So what happened is a couple days before that, he had a meeting with us with everybody and was like, yo, I need y'all to start doing advertising. The numbers ain't where they used to be. I'm, footing the bill for everything, yada, yada. So everybody like, all right, so, we started getting on our mission. So, I contacted a bunch of people, different companies, stuff like that. And the day, he told us this like 2 days before. So the day we were shooting Al Bial, I'm in his crib. And he's like, yo, what's up, man? Like, we need to advertise. So I was like, you know what? I got you. I called a dude named Vinny from Monster Energy. He knew Vinny already, but him and Vinny, they had a discrepancy about something. I don't know what it was. And Math was kind of apprehensive, like, nah, man, I ain't calling that nigga, bro, being defensive or whatever. So now, I get Vinny on the phone, I'm talking to him, I quell everything, get off the phone with Vinny, I tell Math, yo, listen, bro, we willing to have a conversation with you right now to see what niggas could work out for them to sponsor and bring advertising dollars to the show. He finally broke and was like, all right. So I put them on the phone, they had a great conversation. They set a date to meet in person, all of this shit. So now when we get to the shop and we shoot the episode, I do everything I usually do. Cleaning up the shop, running to the store, all of that shit, making sure the guest is good. When Al Bial and his peoples left, he was like, yo, let me holler at you real quick. Yo, I'm not paying you for this episode. And I'm like, what you mean you're not paying me for this episode? I'm confused. Like, talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he like, yo, nah, you ain't bring no advertisers. I said, nigga, I just put you on the phone with a nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? So we start debating or whatever, going back and forth. And I just kept saying, yo, you sure that's what you want to do? He was like, yeah, that's how it's gonna be. All right, cool. I left the shop and I never went back. Blowing up my phone for like a week, trying to get in touch with me, trying to have a conversation. And then he wound up the next day when he realized I wasn't coming back. He sent me the bread. But by then, to me, it's too late. It's like, you think I'm pussy, you think I'm soft or something. Like, you just say whatever to me after working for you for hours.
All right. You know, he not here, but to be fair, that don't mean he think you pussy though, bro. You know that. That don't mean the nigga think you that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just probably, you know how people.
No, I don't take it that way. I feel the other way, bro. No,
you know, I feel you now.
Because you don't tell a man that has to eat, that has to provide, that has bills just like you got bills, that you're not going to pay him. You can't tell a man that. You heard what Dave Chappelle said. When he got into that situation as a young boy and blew up the niggas that was doing a 3-car Molly, and they took his last $60, he said, the nigga roughed him up and said, don't never get in the way of a man and his meal. And you getting in the way of my meal by telling me you're not gonna pay me, you're not doing that. So just to show you that I don't care, like you don't care about me paying my bills, I'm not coming back. It's very simple for me, it's black and white, there ain't no gray area. And I'll put you on the phone with somebody that could potentially bring hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, yeah, that's how that went, man. I kept it moving.
Of course.